George, Phat Ninja Farm, take 2. I try to do these videos in one shoot. I don't like using the editing software. But with all the heat up in the northwest right now, in the north, in the Arctic, the heat we're dealing with in general, talking about microclimates. This is a permaculture design food forest. And in this design, we've used microclimates to create niches within. So places like water here, they can store that heat and release it later. Shade from some of the overstory trees and the canopy even within with the fruit trees. Stone and concrete that we've used for the retaining walls of the grow beds, traps and holds that heat. There's a low point in the design down next to a pond at the bottom. It's also in the shade. It's a very cool area. I had a friend here years ago with his daughter, and we were picking figs over here. And it was, we don't get that hot here in Nashville. We only get about in the 90s. But we were in the mid-90s. It was not unbearable, but uncomfortable definitely out in the yard. But we were sitting there feasting on figs in the shade, very comfortable and enjoying it. But maybe we'll just take a quick look down here and see some of these areas. Try to keep this video short. So just stopped at the pond to show it. We don't want this to collect as much heat in the summertime, and we don't want it to have algae growth on the top. So we try to cover it with these pond plants that reproduce themselves in here. There's water hyacinth and water lettuce, some reeds and different ones. Duckweed. So we use this as a nursery for the other ponds on the property to cover them in the summertime. Try to keep that light out of there, keep them from turning green. It also feeds on the nutrient that's in there to help keep that from turning green as well. Don't know why I'm whispering. Everyone's up and around. So that's one microclimate is the water on the property. Down front here where we grow these strawberries, you see all the concrete blocks. It's like that all down through the garden. So that collects and stores that heat. We'll just take a quick walk down to the pond. See what else I think of about microclimates here. Angel, you coming? Good girl. So standing underneath here, you can imagine down in here, we've got lots of different berries and figs and pears and apples and whatnot through here. But you're standing under the shade of these trees around us. Only one part of the day or so, a short part of the day that we get full sun here. So these are all microclimates. Ways to store that heat, ways to get rid of that heat. Oh, I don't know what else I want to talk about. It's probably gotten long at this point, but here's the pond. It's actually not on this morning. I need to add some water. But being down here in the shade, there's a mulberry over it, multiple other canopy trees above that. Sounds like Angel just scared something off. Stays nice and cool down here. So using these niches within your property, designing that way, and planning for this heat. Hope this helps. Please like, share, and subscribe. See ya.